us.
Nothing. Who needs lights?
All right, well, we're live. Got no one watching.
Perfect.
There's the scoreboard.
Might get some.
I'll just stand on this side.
I don't know
That's
if
What about
because the scoreboard's messed up.
Oh.
I don't know if usually Dan makes an announcement that the time is actually officially kept with the officials because it'll jump. And people kind of get freaked out because it'll jump like 8 seconds.
Okay. Do the officials know this?
Yes.
Dan usually.
Yeah, they do.
But usually the.
Okay.
Just the audience will yell at us.
Ladies and gentlemen, just for your information, the scoreboard clock may not operate the way it's designed to, so we're going by the officials' clocks, who will be keeping time as well with their officiating tonight. So just FYI. Good luck to both teams. Best of luck tonight.
Someone's watching the game. Can they hear me?
We gotta get that one. We got this one. I think we're on. I need a little bit of cordage though. This guy.
This one has cordage.
Does it? Take that one.
That is what I was saying. Polly's coming up with this. I
She
can
is?
this.
So I have to find the mic for her, or.
We can just share.
Alright. So. You able to hear anything? 'Cause I cannot. So this one is connected to. Let's see.
So we have to do this too.
This one has to be connected to.
We have to do this.
Hold on.
Oh, now I can hear.
Can you hear now?
Yes.
Alright. I'm having a tough time hearing myself, but there we go.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome to Scanning High School. Jason Miller here, along with Morgan Campbell, and this is a huge match here tonight, Morgan. The Nighthawks from Ironwood Ridge coming in as the number 3 seed in the state of Arizona. They have a sterling record of 15-3-2 on the year. The Bobcats are having a great season under first-year coach Tony Torres, 8-3-1 on the season. Both teams are 2-0 in their 5A Southern section. So this match here tonight, the winner of tonight's match, they'll have a pretty definitive advantage with a 5A chance of getting a Southern crown here in the 5A conference. All right. Oh, we're kicking it off here, so we're in action. Bobcats are in. Are they Navy tonight?
Yes, they are in their Navy long sleeves.
Navy long sleevers, going right to left here,
Yes.
and we can talk a little bit. I'm a little bit in disarray here, but starting lineups for the Cats. And we can talk about this as we go through here, and then keep your
Yeah.
eyes open. You know the big weapon here from Ironwood Ridge.
Yes. So we have Isabella Santavica. So she's number 7.
Number 7.
She's a forward, and then they have another.
Here's a shot. Great save.
Oh,
Boy,
wow.
just like that, and putting some pressure there on Adriana Pacheco. So a nice job there. It was a blistering
Freshman.
shot from the right wing in front of the goalpost there. So yeah, the freshman keeper. And I saw her in pregame warm-ups with the goalkeepers coach Hetra Camacho, who does an amazing job with keepers. But we have an early corner kick here for Ironwood Ridge.
Yeah, and for the Cats, we have all of our players inside the box for our corners. This game, we usually don't do that. So we're definitely on our defensive end this game.
And that was a dangerous cross there on the corner kick by Isabella Santavica. So Isabella,
Yes.
the captain, one of the captains, 3 captains on this team. Claire Merrigan, another senior midfielder. And Grace Reynolds, a senior defender. Those are the
Yes.
tri-captains here for the Nighthawks.
Yep.
A program that makes deep runs into the 5A state playoff tournament every year.
Yes, and they have many athletes that are committing, like Bella committed to St. Mary's, which is a D1 school in California.
So they're
Yes.
producing athletes that are going on to the
Yes.
next level and playing at D1 at a high level of soccer.
Yeah, and they also have, I believe it's a PIMA commit too, Kelly, I believe.
I'm looking at my roster, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure to whom you're referring, but I don't doubt it.
Oh, Nikki, it's Nikki.
Okay, Cats in transition here with an opportunity.
From Molly. Here we go.
Those numbers are hard to read from across the way here.
Yes. Oh, Talia's on her way up here, so.
All right, so Talia Williamson coming up here we'll let her chime in, see if we can plug another microphone in and have her provide some commentary as well. So unfortunately, a scratch tonight with the concussion, post-concussive symptoms. She's working her way back. So we're happy to see you, Talia, but we're not happy they're not playing tonight because you're still recovering from your injury.
Sad story, but I'll be back soon. I'll be back.
Good. Healthy, 100%.
Healthy and ready to kill it.
That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. Very good. All right. So I guess you and Morgan are going to share a microphone. We've got these 2 headsets, so as long as you're comfortable with that, that's fine. So we're looking at teams here. The Nighthawks have given up line. Jordan Singleton gets to start, the freshman, number 3 at left outside back. Emma Figueroa is the center back, number 18. She's a junior. Sadie Guzman, the senior, be honored here tonight during halftime along with you and the other seniors. She gets to start here at center back. And then Courtney Cahill is at right outside back, the junior. At midfield, it's Haley Harris playing defensive mid, the senior, number 20. And then Mia Torres, the sophomore, at center mid. Savannah Schaffner, the senior, at center mid. The Cats here making a foray here on the left wing. It's Mackenzie Johnson centering, and that's cleared out here from Ironwood Ridge. And then up top, it's Mackenzie Johnson at the forward position, who is a sophomore on the left wing. Molly Hester at striker, the sophomore, transfer from Pennsylvania. And Maddie White's the senior at the right forward spot, or right wing maybe, I don't know. But there's your starting lineup for tonight. And we're inside. I can't tell you how happy I am that we're inside the press box here at Skinniga High School.
It's not that bad outside, though. It's not as bad as it's been.
True. It's not windy, so that's encouraging. But these are the coldest days we've had here these last couple of weeks. Not the 2019 year, but I would say like over the whole course of the 18-19 year. We've been looking at some relatively cold weather. So inside the press box, nice and warm and toasty. Otherwise, we're outside, up on top of the press box, exposed to the elements. I don't like to be exposed. It's too cold. But I am happy. I brought extra gear and scarves and gloves and hats and all that kind of stuff, mittens. I don't need any of those things tonight. And I am noticing here, girls, that Ironwood Ridge is physical, so you can see that physicality come into play out there on the pitch.
Yeah, for sure. They are really aggressive, and that's how they win most of their games.
So I talked to the head official here tonight. That's Carter Ritt there in the center of the pitch. Mike Chasen is opposite with the flag, and Rochelle Wilson is on the near side with the flag. So the 3 officials for tonight's match, and I'm hoping that they are policing things pretty closely here tonight. We don't want to see too much violent play or over physical play affecting the course of this match or the direction of the match. In your experience, have you seen this head official before?
Yes. I think I've seen all 3 of these officials actually.
And overall, your assessment of them?
This center ref, not too harsh, lets the girls play, but doesn't let things get too rowdy.
Okay, so that sounds like a lukewarm endorsement of him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Meanwhile, Ironwood Ridge has a second corner kick here. So their first one from Bella Santavica, and I think that's Bella there across the way here with the corner. Dangerous. Headed out there by a Nighthawk who was trying to put her head on it here. There's cleared, and there's a pretty hard tackle there near side. And that was Lux Butler, the junior, on the tackle. And Sadie there going down to the turf, but she's as physical a player as I've seen. So very tough, very cool back there on that back line. Takes a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, and usually turns it away makes it look easy, honestly.
Yeah. As you can see, he called that as a foul. So maybe today he's being a little soft.
Oh my.
Almost a little bit in no man's land there was Adriana Pacheco, and she just played that one off the bounce. So she's been a little bit active here, tested early. Again, a blistering shot. I think it was number 6, Mia Burrows, the senior who took that shot for the Nighthawks. I think it was in minute maybe 2 of the match. Cats now in transition, a good opportunity there, and that lead pass just a little bit too strong for the Cats' left wing. It was 22. Oh, Mackenzie Johnson. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at Tony's his grid here. He's got the positions numerically arranged.
Very tidy.
Is that standard for club soccer? Everybody knows you're all speaking the same language.
Yes.
Okay, very
and
good.
Tony's very OCD, so everything has to be in order.
He called me. It's funny because he called me OCD yesterday because I was vacuuming my classroom, and he walked in and he's like, "That's pretty OCD of you." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so."
Like that of you.
Oh, nice little nifty move there. And here's a clearance from Ironwood Ridge now trying to transition. It's going to be a chase for the ball there at midfield. Oh, nice little touch passes. A good idea there on the give and go. Some jousting there. She was doing pre-match to get ready, diving for saves, moving around, having some agility that Hector Camacho worked with her on. I think that certainly paid dividends here early in this match.
Mm-hmm.
And then your thoughts, Talia, on having senior night tonight as opposed to next Thursday?
I think it was a very good call having senior night tonight. I think everybody always wants to have a big match, a competitive match on their senior night, and Ironwood was definitely the match.
Mackenzie over to Maddie Whites. Maddie takes a shot, blocked away and deflected by Nikki Sukal, who is the older sister of their starting keeper, Kelly Sukal, who's a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
So the Sukal girls are out there.
Bellad making a run for it.
Yeah, nifty. You can see her footwork here with the ball. Turned her defender around there. Nice job of shielding off the player to win the ball. But here's Ironwood Ridge again. A little bit too strong on the pass. And Sadie clears it with her left foot. So it'll be a throw in here deep in Sanaga's end.
That's Lux taking a throw. She's got a pretty good throw.
So there's Lux Butler, 18, the junior on the throw-in. And the ball deflected out here. And is this a corner kick? Was it
Yes.
deflected off of Cienega? So this will be 3 corners now for Ironwood Ridge. Dangerous ball in the box here. And
Cleared by Mira Torres.
yeah, very nice by Mia to clear that one out. But you can see Ironwood Ridge like initiating contact here
Right.
whenever they can. 18, pretty large in stature. Lux Butler at 5'10", and solid. Is that Giselle Mata? Is she across?
Yes.
Did she just enter in?
Yeah, for Molly.
Okay, so Giselle just came in. She's a junior.
Recovering from an injury, so she hyperextended her knee.
Okay, so she's got a hyperextended knee. Peyton Middleton, the junior, is dealing with a hip flexor.
Yes.
And then Talia, you've got the concussion that we've already talked about. So
Yep.
that's the extent of the injuries on this team.
Yes.
And your nails are looking good. You got those
Thank you.
new manicure, it looks like, or is that self-done?
This is the new manicure.
Oh,
picked
nice.
out by Morgan.
And
I picked it out. I picked out the color.
And is it the iWatch? Is that what it's
And
called?
the Apple Watch.
Sorry, the Apple Watch.
accessory.
Sorry, the Apple Watch. Very nice.
Yep.
Good.
I think it's like color like 286 or something.
Oh, the nail polish is color 286?
Something
They have that
like
many gradients of color?
Oh yeah,
I
all
know.
the colors of
Oh, the rainbow? I
and
know.
more.
The whole spectrum, the whole color spectrum that's visible
Yes.
to the eye.
And the ones that aren't visible.
I guess it'd be like ultraviolet. Is there an ultraviolet spectrum too? There's some
Yeah,
science teacher
probably.
that's listening and just rolling their eyes right now. That's an owl. Was that an owl across the way, on that high, on the corner over there? That looked like an owl. That's either an owl or a hawk. Sorry, I've got to stay focused here.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Morgan. That looks like an owl across the way, not across the field. The light post on the left. Here's a shot.
Oh,
It's a nice
yeah.
save there.
Come on, Pacheco, in the box, in the box.
Oh, another shot, and it just
So you-
whistles wide.
You see, I believe that's Courtney. So Pacheco came out of the box, and
Yes.
Courtney stood on the line just to make sure if
Just
that
to
ball,
defend, just in case, so
Yes.
she could clear it with a little pass or a kick
Yeah.
away.
Because that happened at the Rincon game. Talia stepped on that line last second, booted the ball out. It
Nice.
was amazing. So cool.
And tough to see from my end. That was either Alyssa Kopak on the shot or Lux Butler on the shot. Actually, it was Kopak. So Alyssa with a good shot there, but a nice job of Adriana Pacheco coming off her line. And you know, Morgan, as a keeper, that call, like you've got to make a decision in a fraction of a moment
Yeah.
to come
and-
off.
Yeah, and if you're going to make that decision, you have to go for it. There's no second guessing it, because if you second guess it, you won't get it at all.
You're lost.
Yeah.
You either got to go or you stay.
Exactly.
It's a Clash song. Should I stay or should I go?
Right.
What's the Clash? 80s punk, British punk rock. All right, so we're 19 in, scoreless. Ironwood Ridge with their possession here in the Bobcat end. That's been the story of the match so far. That and the physicality of Ironwood Ridge. You can always see them bumping, jostling, harassing.
And they're good at connecting passes, which is something Cienega's good at too.
Yes.
So it's a very good game for Cienega, I think, personally. It really tests our abilities. Oh, and we have, I don't know who that is.
Nice centering pass here. A shot, a little bit of contact there in the box. No call. Was that Mia Torres there on defense?
No, I believe it was Emma. Yeah, that's Emma.
And Katie Jeffers was up top there, the junior forward, applying pressure. She's got 9 goals, so she's the second leading scorer for Ironwood Ridge. Leading scorer is Bella Santavica.
Number 7.
Number
And
7.
she's pinging around the field. She will be.
She is
defense,
pinging around the field.
Offensive, and she's incredibly fast. Has good touches.
Versatile.
Yes,
Eh,
she can pass the ball.
Oh.
Why she's a D1 athlete, so you can definitely tell.
Yep.
She works hard.
You can see her. She's all over the field here, filling in, chiming in, and I would say probing the Bobcat territory.
Yes, for sure. Oh, a miscommunication between the Bobcats, which will lead to.
That's a free
this.
pass there, and here's a shot. Nice
Oh.
save there from Adriana Pacheco again. Point blank range, and it was
Freshman.
Katie Jeffers there unleashing the right-footed shot. But Pacheco coming off her line. That's 3 saves here tonight for her.
Yeah, which is crazy. And she's a freshman, so she has another 3 years of this. She's going to be amazing.
Of growth and development.
And you can tell that she really loves the game. Compared to other girls, she loves the game.
So that's what we want to see with our student athletes. You don't see it all the time. Like I hear you. I can see some players, and their joy is pretty transparent when they're out there on the pitch or on the court or on the field, whatever sport
Or
we're talking
at
about.
practice, if you're putting in the work.
Right.
Adriana for sure puts in the work. She will do the running that the on-field players do, and she's a keeper, which is crazy.
Coach's dream. Santavica here to Mohan. Mohan coming back to Santavica, and good job by Sadie to get to that one. And it'll be a throw in here for the Nighthawks.
Oh, and so Lux, number 18, she's wearing a band around her arm, which means she has her camera somewhere, and the camera tracks her by the band. It's crazy. It's so cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. I played against her in club, and that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
That's pretty high tech. So the camera,
Yes.
where's the camera at?
Somewhere in the stands. Probably over there with her dad.
And it's tracking and following her specifically.
Just by that band, so she can get a highlight.
That's
film.
that is interesting. Fascinating, actually. The future's now.
Yes. Oh, here you go, Katie Jeffers.
Well, you can see that Katie Jeffers has been probing here for the Nighthawks, right? So she's had a couple of opportunities, and we've seen just some excellent world-class saves here from Adriana Pacheco to keep the Nighthawks off the scoreboard.
Oh, just followed clearance by Haley Harris.
Good hustle there from Mackenzie Johnson to try to put some pressure on Lux Butler. Her phone tracking her every movement out here tonight. There's a swing and a miss there from Jordan Singleton. So one of a few freshmen on this squad and one of a couple of starters on the squad here for Tony Torres and his Bobcats.
Oh, we just had a sub, which looks like Jordan's going to center defender and Allie Towell is coming in the midfield.
Okay, so number 7, Allie Towell, the sophomore, coming in. She's got 3 goals and an assist
Here's
to her
Bella,
ledger on the season.
about to cross it in.
Right, very tricky. You can see those quick, deft moves here. Very comfortable with the ball. Faking, juking, goes behind the back here. Putting on a clinic here, a dribbling clinic in the corner. And then she works her way in here to a corner kick. And maybe she wanted that all along. Maybe that's the result that she was looking for.
Yeah, 100%.
But an absolute
She knows.
dribbling clinic.
Yeah.
She was in a phone booth dribbling around like nothing.
Yeah.
With a couple of people harassing her defensively.
Yeah, very poised.
Very technical player.
My goodness.
Bella.
Corner kick, dangerous. Shot goes over the crossbar. So we've seen 4 or 5 forays here from the Nighthawks, all dangerous to different levels. That was Nikki Sukol, number 10, the left footer on the corner on this side. And Bella Centovica apparently takes corners from the other side with her right foot. So we have a natural left footer here with Nikki Sukol, senior defender for the Nighthawks.
Talia plays club with her. Anything you want to say?
I play club with a lot of these girls, so I know what a lot of them are going to do, and I try to pass my knowledge as well as I could. And,
All right, so I'm going to tell you girls, I know it's not related to the soccer match.
Okay.
I spy with my
Yes,
little eye.
yes, the owl. I see it too.
Okay, it's an owl, right?
Yes.
You can back me up on
yes,
this?
Yes, 100%. And it has the
wingspan.
Oh, look at that. It's starting to flex its wings.
Oh, I thought it was molting.
Oh, what does that mean?
I think when they shed feathers,
Oh.
do they do that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I don't know.
see why not.
Who knows?
Yeah, do you see it?
But it's definitely an owl.
Oh, foul.
All right, so we've got a foul here against the Cats.
Oh, we got Peyton warming up in the back, and we got warming up to come in.
That's encouraging.
Fresh legs.
Good, good.
Bella's taking the kick.
Ooh, just a misfooting there. It's a little surprising here. We've seen the Cats here just kind of like launching it a little bit, trying to get some clearance and maybe take a little bit of the pressure on their defense. There's been a tremendous amount of pressure here applied by Ironwood Ridge. So
Cats trying to connect the ball. They're trying to connect passes to ping around the girls. Oh,
here's Haley now.
trying to connect to Giselle. Oh, Mata. Oh, she just barely saved it.
You see the speed there from Shauna Brown on defense for Ironwood Ridge. the junior defender, number 8.
Oh, across.
Maddie with a cross.
No header.
Kenzie a little bit too far inside to do anything with that one, but good hustle here.
No one in the box.
So Jordan over to Allie. Allie towel. And
Back to Bella.
Bella takes the ball away.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Good screening there. She had it momentarily, but with her body position there, Bella was able to win the ball back.
Oh, E is in. What's her last name?
Melton.
Melton.
Alana Melton, the freshman. So
And
she's subbing in there, looks like at striker for the Cats.
Yep, she's in for Giselle. And then Peyton's out wide for Maddie.
So Peyton out at right forward
Oh,
here.
go Here's.
Oh, there's a through ball to Alana Melton.
Get it.
See that speed there and a tackle.
That was a good slide.
Right.
By,
Right, physical.
is that Grace?
Grace, yeah.
Yeah.
Gracie Reynolds, the senior, one of 3 captains.
Used to play club with her. Miss her.
Oh, well, she'll hear this if they're watching the match after
Yeah.
the fact. So
Hey, Gracie. Miss you.
Yeah, there you
Miss
go.
playing club with you.
Nice. But you saw that speed there from Ilana, so we know that she's got speed.
Oh, yes. She's so fast.
How skilled is she up top there with her footwork?
Incredibly skilled. She scored a goal last week, or was it this week, with that outside of her foot. It was so cool.
Oh, the outside of her foot.
Yes. With the spin on the ball, it was so amazing.
With power on that?
Yes.
Did she bend it?
Yeah. And it's crazy because, like, the day before we worked on it at practice.
So it's nice to see the results pay off instantly.
Yes. Went so low for that header. She was, like, on the ground.
So you girls can tell me, Haley Harris, she's playing defensive mid tonight. Does she normally play at the offensive mid position, or is she defensive? That I know she's offensive minded, leading scorer for the team, I think leading assist person on the team, so she's able to score in bunches. But was that a specific tactical move tonight to put her back at defensive mid?
Absolutely. Haley plays more of an offensive midfield, but since we knew we were going to have a lot of talented players
Right.
against us tonight, we sat her a little bit lower on the field.
Okay. So when she's making a foray or an attempt into the offensive side, it'll be deliberate. Like she'll have to choose her spots. Just like you, Talia, when you play defense, so a lot of times you'll come up and make your presence felt on the offensive side too. You got to pick and choose when you're going to make those runs.
Yeah.
And then somebody would have to cover for Haley
Absolutely.
defensively, just in case there's a counterattack. All right, so we're in minute number 31 here, and it's scoreless. The Nighthawks have had, I think, 4 shots on goal here and 5 dangerous opportunities. The Cats have yet to take a shot on goal, and the ball has scarcely been on the Nighthawks side of the field. So I'm curious to see what kind of adjustments that Tony Torres makes at halftime. Here's Santa Vica with a steal. Nice clear there. Very coolly. Sorry, by Mia Torres.
Yes.
So I saw Mia's brother earlier today. What's her brother's name? Brennan. Cool cat. A super cool cat.
Yeah. He's so cool.
So nice.
Yes.
He got his Cienega t-shirt under his hoodie.
Yeah, and he goes to Empire, and today he
Right.
told me that he wore it to school just to support
That's
Cienega
awesome.
soccer.
That's great. And he provided some commentary for us when we were at South Point Catholic.
Yes.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Oh.
Dangerous left foot here, and that shot drifts wide. Julia Mohan, the sophomore there. And we're going to have another corner kick here for Ironwood Ridge. I think that's their 4th corner. So Bella Santovica, the dangerous senior on the far side. She'll be playing for St. Mary's. Do you know what their team nickname is? They're not the Gales, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
I think they are.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll look it up at halftime. I'm curious to know.
I think you're right.
Now, that's just a total throwing a dart somewhere and hoping it hits some kind of target.
I think you hit the target.
I don't know.
Really, I really do think that. I think I applied to St. Mary's like last week, and it was a free application, and I had to use like Gales 2019 or something.
Oh, a free application?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, those are really nice.
I bet they are.
Usually because they're like $80.
Oh, nifty. Here's a shot. And that just goes left. So it was Santa Vica setting it up on a tee for Twyla Himmel. And Twyla blasts that one wide to the left of the frame. But, I mean, it was laid out right before. Like, here, just kick this one.
Yeah.
So poised there. Santa Vica with her back to the frame. And she just very deftly touch passed. And just too strong there from Twyla. And I wonder, does Ironwood Ridge do they get frustrated at all here because they've had so many chances that have yet to connect, or is it encouraging because we keep peppering here, one of these is going to go into the net?
Well, it's probably a little bit discouraging considering that they haven't made a goal yet for them, but I know it will encourage them to keep going, and I think the statistics are every 7 shots is a goal, so they got to get there somehow. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. I don't know if you saw that. Katie Jeffers, number 20, on the far corner there. She had both of her hands on the Bobcat defender's hip as she was trying to physically move her out of the way.
Yeah.
So refs letting a little of this stuff go. It's been clean. Has not been dirty. That's not what I'm intimating at here. But there's definitely, it seems like an elevated level of physicality. We're seeing a bit more of that with the Nighthawks. And I guess the question is, can the Cats elevate their game to match that physicality on their own side?
Hopefully.
Talia, can you just scan this really quickly? I don't know where to put this or how to word it. So you can make a change there. Oh, I'm glad that you saw this. Okay. Perfect. And it's Como. That order's good? Okay, perfect. Sorry, we're looking at the halftime presentation in recognition of all the seniors on this squad, on this club. So 5 seniors in all. Morgan Campbell, who is our color commentator tonight. Boy, that's a desperate shot there. And it might be another corner kick here for the Nighthawks. And then Talia Williamson, Maddie White, Savannah Schaffner, and Sadie Guzman, the 4 players that are all seniors tonight being recognized for their achievements and their dedication and importance to this program. All right, Santa Vica now with the right foot here on the cross. And that's flicked wide to the far side by Twyla Himmel. So Twyla's had a couple of attempts here on frame, both of them drifting wide. And that was, in her defense, that was a difficult one, right? I don't know if she settled that one, but it was a quick volley for her. So in minute number 36 now, scoreless. On a chilly Thursday night. There's Peyton now in traffic. And I know Pei was playing defense earlier in the season. Now she's back to forward, and I know last season she was a forward or midfielder last year for the Cats.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go down there.
Oh, you've got to go down there.
I don't know if I have to. Oh, I guess.
Yeah, you do. So
guess.
we'll see in a little bit. All right. So Morgan's out, Talia's out. They have to be recognized at halftime. And Let's see. I'll put this over here. I'll try to be more on top of the action. A little bit of shoving. You've got some fans here from the Cats that are not sure why that play is allowed to happen, but it's continuing here. Little shoves, little bumps, little pushes. Screening off. Like a lot of this is just natural football. Peyton Middleton making a run far side. And Gracie Reinholtz clears that one out. And here's a chance. Santa Vica in the center. Nice defense there from Sadie Guzman to clear that one out. Sadie's so smooth back there defensively. And like I mentioned earlier, she's very composed as a defender. Here's Alana Melton now showing off the moves. Puts on the brakes, goes to the left foot, and then loses the ball. Peyton's there. She's got a player here near side. Connects to her. A little bit hard on the pass. Here's a shot. And that one's on frame. So we'll consider that to be a shot on goal here. The Bobcats' first shot of the evening. And it comes in minute number 37. Kelly Sukol, the keeper, the sophomore, with a nice punt there. The ball's back in Bobcat territory. And now some good hustle here. Cats playing it back. And that was a little bit of an errant pass there from Sadie. And here's Twyla over to Julia Mohan. Sadie off of the head. Bella Santavica in close quarters. Puts one up high. Heads it. Pacheco has to scramble for that. And there's a goal that's placed in. So it was off of the rebound. And it started off looking seemingly harmless. And that ball just going up into the sky. Difficult to handle and settle and field and try to figure out what to do with it. And then Alyssa Kopak comes in here, and she buries it into the near corner of the net for a goal in minute number 38. So just a little bit of a letdown here in terms of concentration. The effort has certainly been there. That has not wavered for the Cats here. But just a small breakdown here, a glimmer, and Adriana Pacheco coming out here to handle that cross. Julia Mohan was there looking to get a shot. Cats have a chance here, 44 seconds left in the half. Ilana's pass to Haley Harris is a little amiss. Mohan centers. Haley has to dash to get that one. Great effort there by her. A little bit of a shove there. Riley Bonner from Cienega, a little bit of a push on the back. Mia Burros out to Alyssa Kopak. And the ball's still in here. A corner kick opportunity for Ironwood Ridge, but the clock has expired here. So at the end of a half, it's Ironwood Ridge 1, Cienega 0. And I just remembered that I have to do some announcing here. Filling in for Dan Brown, the great public address announcer for the Bobcats. And I guess we'll take a break here, and you can maybe catch what we're saying here as part of this halftime festivity, where the seniors are being recognized for all of their hard work and their dedication to the soccer program. Having a great season are these Bobcats, 8-3-1 coming into tonight, but a very formidable opponent in Ironwood Ridge at 15-3-2. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back here for the second half of action. You're watching Cienega Girls Soccer on Bobcat TV. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are honoring our seniors, Sadie Guzman, Savannah Schaffner, Maddie Whites, and Talia Williamson. Each player's number is proudly on display, courtesy of their teammates and Cienega sisters. Parents will receive a framed action photo taken by photographer Lindsay Hester, and also a hat head to wave and parade proudly tonight during the match. Girls will also receive a token gift created by Sarah Whites, with a quote inspired by them and written by their coach. Our first senior tonight is Sadie Guzman. Sadie is being escorted by her mother, Sylvia Guzman, and her sister, Serena. After Sadie graduates from Cienega, she will be certified as a licensed nursing assistant. She plans to go to Pima Community College and NAU to continue her study and degree in nursing. Sadie writes, I would like to say thank you, Mom, for everything you've done, for all the sacrifices that you've made for me, for supporting me and pushing me to be the best person that I can be, for defending me and having my back even when I'm wrong. You are a true inspiration and blessing. I love you endlessly. The quote written and inspired by Sadie from her coach reads, finding balance between all those things that are important is a challenge. Those who are special are focused and resolute, reaching their goals, dreams, and aspirations, regardless of the obstacles. Sadie Guzman. Our next senior is Savannah Schaffner. Savannah is being escorted by her parents, Suzanne and Joshua Schaffner, and sisters Hannah and Jana Schaffner. Savannah plans to study physics and mathematics to go into engineering. She plans to attend and play soccer at Oklahoma Baptist University. Savannah writes, thank you, Mom and Dad, for investing so much time in me. You have been just as committed throughout this process as I have. You have always challenged me to find the next level. You've always been there for me. Through back surgery and seasons of success, you have always helped me stay firm in my faith, and I look up to both of you. The quote, written and inspired by Savannah from her coach, reads, a student of the game is the player who loves their sport with such passion and conviction that the extra is not more. The time in the weight room during summer break, the hours watching film on their own, the attentive listening to every syllable uttered by the coach during practice and games is what makes this scholar exceptional. Savannah Schaffner. Our next senior is Maddie Whites. Maddie is being escorted by her parents, Sarah and Anthony Whites, her brother McKay, and younger sister Riley. Maddie plans to attend Pima Community College, where she looks to pursue a degree as a dental hygienist. Maddie writes, I want to thank my parents for being my #1 fans and supporting me through everything I do. They're always cheering for me on and off the field. The quote, written and inspired by Maddie from her coach, reads, it's unfair to measure another person's worth from a distant glance. Size cannot be defined from the outside. A player's tenacity, perseverance, determination, and grit will radiate from within for all to bear witness. Maddie Whites. Our next senior is Talia Williamson. Talia is being escorted by her mother, Dawn Como, her dad, Michael Williamson, her stepdad, Corey Como, and her brothers, Christian and Colton. Talia will be attending New Mexico State University to play soccer and pursue a degree in criminal justice. Talia writes, I would like to thank my parents for their constant support and for pushing me to accomplish my dreams. I told myself I was never going to get the opportunity to play Division I soccer, but my parents never let me believe that. Thank you for spending countless hours taking me to games and cheering me on. Most of all, thank you for forcing me to play soccer when I was 6 years old. I love you guys. The quote, written and inspired by Talia from her coach, reads, leadership comes in many forms. One can lead by example through your kindness, compassion, and love for others without words or direction. Your hard work, grit, and resolution is the mold set for others to follow. Talia Williams. seniors for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Campbell, Talia Williamson, Maddie White, Savannah Schaffner, and Sadie Guzman. On behalf of the whole community, schools coaches, Seneca staff, and school administration, we want to thank our seniors and their families for making Seneca their home. We wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors. Go Bobcats! Sweet. All right. I don't know if you heard that, the halftime festivities here, all the seniors that are being recognized for their dedication, hard work, and excellence for this girls soccer program. And so the seniors for tonight, Morgan Campbell, who was my color commentator here on Bobcat TV for tonight's broadcast, and then Talia Williamson, who is also joining us for commentary tonight. She's out for tonight as a scratch. She's coming back from a concussion. So she's looking toward, I would guess for her, maybe Tuesday coming back, but a safe estimate would be definitely by next Thursday when the Cats take on Buena in their final home match of the regular season. The Cats here at the number 9 seed in the state of Arizona, and I'm looking, they have some matches that are looming up here. They have Douglas away. Oh, sorry, actually it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So Monday they go to Douglas to play. Tuesday they go to Marana, and that's a significant match. I think Marana is ranked 12th in 5A. So that match could certainly pay some dividends if the Cats were able to claim that one. And then Buena at home next Thursday, a match that shouldn't be too difficult for these Bobcats to take care of business. So we'll see what kind of adjustments that Tony Torres makes at halftime as the Cats come out here in the second half, re-energized. Certainly in terms of shots on goal, a definitive advantage at 6-1 for Ironwood Ridge. And the goal that they scored came in minute number 38. It was Alyssa Kopak converting on a deflection off of a loose ball that was very difficult for the Bobcat keeper, Adriana Pacheco, to handle. And it was deposited very niftily there by Alyssa Kopak, the senior, one of the midfielders on that team, one of several seniors, a very experienced veteran squad here, very poised, cool, collected, a team that in back-to-back years has made it to the 5A state semifinals. And they've just run into some bad luck, honestly. They lost last year to Scottsdale Chaparral in a PK shootout. And the previous year, they lost to Chaparral, I think, in a PK shootout. And the year before that, they lost to South Point Catholic in a PK shootout. So we're talking about a team here that's absolutely elite, looking to make the next leap. And I know it's a significant one to go from semifinals to state title match to state champion. But this is a team that's knocking on the doorstep, and they might break through here in 2019. That's for sure. And the Nighthawks, if you're wondering how they have so many matches in their ledger, they played a holiday tournament over the wintertime, right? So that gives them 20 matches on the season. Conversely, the Bobcats, they're here in match number 13. So matches 13 for the Cats and 21 respectively here for Ironwood Ridge. And I think Tony Torres wanted to give his girls an actual break over the wintertime. So I can see that paying dividends, trying to keep girls healthy. A lot of times kids get sick, like right around the final exam part of the year, right around the Christmas or the winter break holiday. And we'll see if that plays a factor here. But certainly in terms of being battle-tested and seasoned and experienced, Ironwood Ridge checks all those boxes, right? And we saw how they were able to control the tempo of play as well as possession of play, as well as the attack, which was consistent and dangerous, as you want an attack to be here in soccer or football. So 1-0, Ironwood Ridge. Looks like Alyssa Kopak maybe limping ever so slightly there is number 12. She broke through for that goal in minute number 38. And she's got 5 goals on the season here. She's the third leading scorer for the Nighthawks. All right, there's Maddie Whites, honored at halftime here. You see their blistering speed there. And a good job there with some defensive help. So she got sandwiched between Nikki Sukel and Grace Reinholtz. And the Cats will have a throw-in. Oh, actually, it's a direct kick here. So Sadie Guzman taking the direct kick from about 25 yards out here. And she's limbering up. We'll see if she sets one up or takes a shot. She's taking a shot on goal. And it's right there. And a nice save handled very easily from Kelly Sukel, the sophomore keeper. Were you girls able to watch that shot? Did you see Sadie take that shot?
Yeah.
Are you out of breath from all the steps? Not that the steps would be
My
like...
sister's here, so.
Oh, where's she at?
Right over there. She's over there with her best friend.
Oh. Did she go to Cienega High School?
No, she's Desert Willow.
Desert Willow.
She's a 5th grader.
5th grader. All right.
She's not coming to Cienega.
She's going to go to Empire High School?
Nope. I don't know what she's doing.
Entrada Poly?
I don't know.
Vail Academy? Vail
Maybe.
Distance Learning Program? Micah Mountain when it opens?
Probably
Micah Mountain?
Micah Mountain
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
It's on her way. It's on my dad's way to work, so.
Oh, that plays a big role for sure. Big factor. I dropped the kiddos off at Esmond Station right down the street.
Oh, that's
so
nice. That's like right on the.
Then they ride the bus after school and they get dropped off here at Cienega.
That's nice.
Yes, that's very nice.
You meet him at the bus bay?
Day one I did, week one, I had to let them spread their wings a little bit. It's like that owl across the way. And
Look
let
at
them
this.
fly a little
Look at
bit.
this,
Nice,
Maddie's-
Maddie. Nice little moves. She got a player on the wing here.
Stopped by
think she-
Grace.
Yeah, I don't think she saw her. So she had Riley Bonner here near side. And if she had just passed that off here. Now we've got a counterattack here. And Sadie drifting back like so smoothly as she does just clears it away. That's a big part of her game, right? She drifts back in coverage here defensively And then a lot of times she'll either send it long or she'll just blast it. And she has such a strong leg that she makes it look very easy.
It's definitely an important skill to have, to be able to transition quickly and get behind that player. It's really good. She executes it very well.
All right, so we did our halftime festivities. Of course, I botched like my intro for you a little bit. The order was a little strange, so sorry about that. It's the arrow, and I was like, oh, geez. I started saying, and I was like, I can't fix it. So, were you nervous? Were you girls nervous out there? And then Morgan, you did some jogging, which was nice to see.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, I didn't really particularly know I was doing that.
Oh.
So that's always nice.
a slight surprise.
Oh, big surprise.
Okay.
Huge.
I-
Huge.
I may have played a role
Oh,
in that
thank you,
surprise. So
Miller.
don't be angry at Coach Tony. You can be upset with me. That's fine.
I'm not angry.
All right. Sorry to surprise you. Oh, look at that sandwich there. Poor Maddie got clobbered.
Go Molly, go Molly.
Nikki Sukol there with the right shoulder. And I have to say, Maddie, for being as slight of frame and build and weight that she is such a tough player.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she plays with as much tenacity and fearlessness and courage than any player I've seen on the pitch. Boys or girls, men or women, professional or little kid soccer. The kid is fearless out there. Tough as nails. I mean, so tough. And I know her older brother McKay is a player. Her younger sister Miley is a player.
Yes.
I would guess they all have that same grit and tenacity that she's got.
Yeah, for sure, I would say.
I think McKay went out last year. I think he had a fractured ankle in the Bobcats playoff loss against Flowing Wells. And he was gritty too. He didn't really want to come off. Have you noticed any adjustments that Tony Torres has made here, and maybe some input from Hector Camacho? I know Hector is always chiming in with his thoughts and views. Do you see anything that's obvious here in terms of Cienega changing their lineup or changing their formation or changing their tactics here?
Yes. So they've actually placed Mia Torres in the back. And in center back, probably give him some more support back there,
Okay.
more coverage. And they're just playing safer, keeping more players back.
Well, I talked to Tony briefly this morning. He gave me the starting lineup. He gave me that grid with all of the numerical positions as they're designated on the soccer pitch. And what he said was a goal coming into tonight was that he wanted dead balls in Ironwood Ridge's end. So he wanted throw-ins, he wanted corner kicks, he wanted direct kicks, chances to get opportunities here. As you see, Haley Harris in transition. Nice little pass, deftly done. Good defense there from Ironwood Ridge. Let's turn away that attack there from Giselle. Sadie with a slide tackle. And then Mia with a tackle. And a player gets intertwined with her. It's Katie Jeffers. Pass back to Jeffers and finally cleared away there. And I think that's off of a Nighthawk player. Savannah Schaffner, nice job to steal the ball. And now the Cats have a chance here in transition, especially coming near side. But another steal there. Good effort there on a 50-50 ball with two players colliding. Now, this should be off of the Nighthawk player, right? They both struck the ball at kind of the same time.
I think the ref's call was probably wherever the direction of the ball went. So the Nighthawks are going towards our goal, and it went away from our goal. So it makes sense why they'd call it blue. I mean white, so off the blue. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Like, so the ball is going the opposite direction.
I understand. We're
Yeah.
going. The cats are going left to right. The ball went toward the right.
Yeah.
So logically, it would make sense. But what if the cat player from the left, kicking it toward the right, kicked it off of the Nighthawk player? The ball would still theoretically travel in that direction.
Yeah. I mean,
I get the
it's just
logic, though.
referee preference,
Sure.
especially if they don't see it. So.
I have one complaint with these uniforms. First of all, they're very sleek, fashionable, and stylish. They're futuristic and modern. They're cool and
Yes.
contemporary. My only complaint is some of the numbers seem very close together, the 2-digit numbers, like 11, 19. Maybe it's my vision.
Yeah, they are pretty close together, and they're.
But other than that, those are beautiful uniforms, and that's a very small complaint.
What's?
It's fine. You can share your feelings and thoughts here. So Katie Jeffers there. She's been a thorn in the side of the Bobcat defense here throughout the course of this night. Has number 20, the junior forward. In addition, Alyssa Kopak, the senior number 12, has certainly been a thorn in the side of the Cats. And number 22, Twyla Himmel. Those three girls have been very active on the offensive side of the ledger here for Ironwood Ridge. And of course,
Peyton Middleton is on the pitch. I believe. Yeah, Peyton came in for Molly.
okay, so Peyton's playing right there. She's got the ball now. She's at forward on the right wing. Sadie maybe a little quickly with that one, trying to clear it. Twyla to Bella. Bella back to Twyla. Or sorry, back to Bella. Peyton to Riley Bonner. And letting that ball just drift a little bit in front of her there. It's got to keep a little bit closer as she's dribbling down near side here. But I've noticed one thing, girls. You've got to be absolutely precise. You've got to be totally dialed in and focused. If you're loose at all in terms of passing or movement, it's going to be taken away. The ball is going to be stolen and taken away.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Oh,
Here's Bella
Ball's
here
wide
on a
open.
break, and Sadie does a great job of stepping up.
Oh my.
Well, that was clean. It looked like a little bit of flop to me.
Uh,
There was contact, but it looked like Sadie won the ball.
yeah.
A player of Bella's stature, I'm sure, will get the benefit of the doubt in those situations.
Yes.
Absolutely. Bella plays more of the flop game, so we're getting actually pretty lucky not getting any fouls against us.
Okay.
Yeah, Bella, since she's so short and the people she's going against are mainly taller than her, she can flop and they'll call it because they feel bad for
The smaller player.
little girl on the field.
Does Maddie Whites get calls?
Yeah, but hers are pretty legit, I would say.
I think hers are absolutely legit.
Like Bella flops.
Oh, yeah. Maddie's are absolutely.
But flopping is a skill, too.
It is.
Oh, for
We
sure.
see it at the international level. We see it at the World Cup,
Ronaldo.
right? It's an art form, really. So it's part of the game. If you can draw a PK or a direct kick based on a flop, it would benefit your team to do it. So why not try it, right?
Absolutely.
I was talking to Tony this morning, and he talked about that with his girls. He's like, we want to push up. He's like, if there's contact, he's like, you go down, you can sell that foul. Maybe we get a PK, or maybe we get a direct kick or a set piece, and that could translate into a goal. So I know it's part of the game for sure. And it's been a clean match here, right? Physical, yes. Not dirty, but physical on both sides.
Oh, Riley just got a ball to the face.
Yeah, that's got to hurt, right? The colder it is. And Riley's coming off. She's kept stepping off the pitch.
And Allie Towel is coming in.
All right, so Allie Towel will be spelling her. And my guess would be, right, with a shot like that at such close range, bloody noses very frequently. The colder it is, the harder the ball is. The ball becomes a rock basically out there. And we're playing in some cold weather, especially here for Vail.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful ball by Mia.
Yeah, very nicely done. Nice service. Svenna Schaffner had her head on that one. Now Peyton screens off her defender. And it's going to be off of the Nighthawk player there. And there's a missed call from the sideline official. So Rochelle Wilson. And it's hard to see, right? But we saw it right in front of us here.
Yeah.
Mia with the header. Some contact there. And
this is my sister. And her best friend.
that's your little sister?
That's
And her best friend?
Yes.
She got the cat earmuffs going on. Nice.
They know Sadie Guzman, so that's why they're here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are you driving your sister home tonight? Are you driving?
Nope.
Do you drive? Do you have a license?
Yeah. I took Tolly to school every day.
I did not.
Might I add, I also have a license.
Oh, okay,
I
that's
choose
good.
to carpool.
Oh, well, I
We're
don't.
saving the environment.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Reducing our carbon footprint. It's really important.
I think so. I agree.
Global warming is real, people, on the live stream.
I will not dispute that.
All two people that are watching.
I'm all for making America green again as well. So I'm with you on that one. Good job, girls.
Reduce paper use.
I'm proud of you.
2 people are watching. Hey, 2 people.
Grandma in Washington State.
I bet it's Michaela Idris. If it's Michaela Idris, hello. Oh, look, Bella with it. Oh, my beautiful ball. A little sneak through. Wow. That was a good call. Woo. You see that ball? She drops it all the time.
I did not see that ball, Morgan.
Bella slipped it through, and number 22 got a touch on it. It was amazing.
And
Bella tried to get another corner.
She did. She was trying to play it off of the player, right? Just kick it or deflect it off of the defender that was back there.
Yeah, I talked to Bella during halftime about that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. She was like, yeah, I was definitely going for the corner.
Yeah.
Because I knew something would happen out of the corner. So.
For sure. Angling for it. Adriana Pacheco, the freshman keeper, done a great job here tonight. Several superlative saves. Cats now trying to transition on offense. And it's been tough sledding here for the Cats to sustain possession and then connect. I know that you girls are always talking about connecting with teammates and stringing together a series of passes to move the ball into the other side's end. Yeah. But they've had a really tough time sustaining that because the defense from Ironwood Ridge has been so solid tonight.
Yeah, and I know Cienega's focusing on 1 to 2 touches with their passes so it moves quicker on the field. Right.
So you've got to be faster, and it's hard to control, right? If you're just trying to one-touch it, you really have to be precise.
Yeah, and you have to know the speed of the ball, the spin of the ball too, so.
There's a center from Lux. And another corner kick here. So another shot from pretty close quarters from Katie Jeffers, leading to another corner kick. It's corner kick number 7, I think, here for the night for Ironwood Ridge. And again, their goal came in minute number 38. It was Alyssa Kopak on the deflection off of a loose ball that could not be corralled by the Cat keeper. So here's Santa Vica with the cross.
Someone's gonna get it.
Dangerous. Santa Vica coming back in again. A little chip into the center. And the ball trickles wide near side post.
Header by, I think it's Gracie. So 19, yeah, Gracie.
Gracie Runholtz. And I did talk to a player, and I apologize here for this Nighthawk player. There's a player who's a senior on their team, and she's out with a torn ACL. I don't know if you know who. Milani Rivera? That's exactly who I spoke to before the match. So I want to thank Milani, first of all, for giving me all the pronunciations, the starting lineup. We chit-chatted for like a quick minute. She's very cool and composed, right, for some stranger coming up and asking her questions. So, and I told her, and I'll reiterate that to her as well right now, that I hope her recovery from her torn ACL is a quick process and a complete healing for her. And then she's committed to play at Pima Community College, so she'll be continuing her career at the collegiate level, which is certainly encouraging. So I want to give her our best and our thanks for giving me the information, the inside information here before the match tonight. And after this match, I think I'm going to try to get over to Sunnyside High School. We have a boys basketball game over there. Yes. So Mrs. Miller asked me, she's like, what time are you to be home tonight? 8:30? That was my call, but it might be 9:30. That's a big difference, right?
Is it going to be a good game or what?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it's a shot. A good look there from the far side. Katie Jeffers again. And that ball just whispered wide near side. Adriana Pacheco helplessly had to look and watch that one drift errantly wide. So still able to connect here, even though the Bobcats seem to have put more personnel in the defensive side and more focus on defense here. We still have the Nighthawks that are getting consistent attacks here and some excellent looks at the frame.
Oh, it's starting to get dirty.
Well, that's a foul, right? And no call. The ref's just letting them play here.
Yeah, I definitely think in that call, it was both ways, so I don't think it really...
Well, I've seldomly seen soccer at the high school level. I've seldomly seen physical play get punished, right?
Yeah.
So if you go in, there's Maddie White's with a chance here. A chance to cross it. Nice chip to the center. Headed out beautifully by Gracie Reynolds. Very coolly there. But a nice look from Maddie to center that one on the fly. And there was a player, again, in her space. So not a lot of time to think about what you're going to do. You've got to kind of react and respond here quickly. That was the most dangerous attack we've seen here to this point from the Bobcats. Julia Mohan gets across the pass to Bella Santovica. Shot here from outside and wide near side, near post. But a good shot there from distance. Looking at about a 45-yard shot here, so that's certainly within Bella's range. And now Sadie with her strong right leg will take the goal kick. We're in minute 63. It's 1-0 Nighthawks. They scored in the 38th minute. Late in the first half. And they've been pressuring and applying more pressure here consistently on their attack. Trying to spoil the Bobcats senior night there. Collision. And you can see the size there from Katie Jeffers as she swats a mosquito off of her, basically. Easy peasy. Oh, that's some nifty footwork there. Here's the left-footed shot.
No in there.
Oh, a beautiful shot and a cross, maybe designed as a cross. Katie Jeffers was a step late there on the flick, so making her run on the far post. But yet another dangerous probe in here to this defense. Alyssa Kopak there with the left foot. Nicely done. And here's Adriana Pacheco on the goal kick. Bobcats here, tough time here, operating in space, and that pass telegraphed and stolen very quickly. But you can really see that poise there and the soccer IQ of these girls from Ironwood Ridge. seem to have an answer to every question here that's being asked by the Cats.
Holy crap. 20-yard header.
Right?
Bella. It's crazy.
Bella off of her knee. In space. Cleared out temporarily.
She just tries to get a touch on it no matter what. Whatever it takes.
And I wonder here, girls, like, is it a bad idea for Cienega to clear the ball on one of the wings and just buy themselves a little bit of respite here from this relentless attack from the Nighthawks?
I know that was one thing they talked about, was just clearing the ball when it's in a certain zone,
right,
just to make sure it's not, shots can't get fired off that far away. So
some great hustle on the far side there from Mackenzie Johnson. It was Mackenzie in space by herself. She flicked the ball, tried to dash to it, was able to win the ball here as it's kicked out of bounds from Ironwood Ridge. And now Haley Harris is in at that offensive midfield position. So that's certainly a slight tweak or adjustment here from the Bobcats coaching staff. Schaffner, and then the ball's over to Maddie Whites. Maddie, a quick move here, gets caught up in traffic.
foul.
Goes down there. Should have been a foul, no call. We see players bouncing into one another here with no calls. And the level of frustration here from the Bobcat fans and parents is starting to reach a higher level here. And it's certainly justifiable with their complaints.
Wide open space.
Bella Santavica dribbling through 3 defenders. Still retains possession. Being harassed 3 different directions and finally goes down.
The ref just told Bella to stand up.
And no call. Is that what he said there exactly? But I think
funny.
she had a slight argument on that one because she got slightly pushed from behind. Cats here with a chance on a counter. Maddie White's nifty extra dribble and then loses it there. Stolen by Gracie Reynolds. And Nikki Sukal now on the throw-in. Ooh, 2 players get entwined here. And it was the Cats, Courtney Cahill, and the Nighthawks, Katie Jeffers. And Katie looks to be in some pain here.
Yeah, I think Courtney's knee went into her chest.
But I was mostly worried about the legs being entangled and maybe that her cleats might have gotten stuck there in the turf. And with something like that, I always worry about the knee of a player. So she's leaning on a couple of her teammates here. You see Kyle Bowen dashing across the field.
McKay Bell. That's a girl's soccer trainer.
McKay Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I hate to see this happening. It looks like she might be favoring her left leg. So Katie Jeffers here, the junior. And she is going to have an assist here with a walk-off. And it's not her left leg that she's favoring. It looks like she's favoring her right leg, walking ever so gingerly on that right foot. So that raises flags for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I always think about knee when you have players that get stuck or a kid's cleat gets stuck into the turf or the grass and their body moves in one direction, but the foot remains planted.
ACL tear, meniscus tear.
I don't want to speculate for something that serious. I'm hoping it's just a twist or a slight tweak and that the severity of the injury is not profound. This is certainly discouraging to see. Any players when they get injured on the field and walking off with assistance or carted off the field is always tough to watch. So we're going to send thoughts and prayers out there to Katie Jeffers for a quick recovery here and a full recovery for her. Well, it changes the tenor of the match, certainly, right? So you had some fans here from Cienega that were a little bit angry and incensed slightly here from what they deem as a disparate number of calls going against the Cats and going in favor of the Nighthawks. But what we've seen here, girls, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm seeing things incorrectly, the Nighthawks have been dominating possession. They've been dominating the attack. They've been scarcely challenged defensively, and they have been in firm control of this match. They only have a 1-0 lead here, but it could easily be 2 or 3 goals on the tally. Is that fair? Am I off?
Yeah, you're completely correct.
Okay. I don't have to be.
No, you're correct. They're dominating with possession and they're dominating with shots on goal.
Right. It is a fast pace. Carter Mortensen chiming in here. Boys staying nice and warm here in the press box. So that's a slight favor that makes me, it brings me joy to keep you boys warm here. So happy to do it. Good. And Tyler, I forget your last name. Tyler Porter. Well, it's funny because Carter would call him like Tyler Ball, like free Tyler Ball. He had a whole campaign last year, which I know nothing about that. Like, I don't know what that's about. But anyway, Tyler Porter, Carter Mortensen joining us up here in the booth to get a break from the cold wind out there. Oh, it's not really windy. A slight breeze. All right, so here we are. We're in minute number 69, actually, of this match. So, Talia, your schedule, you played Monday, which is rare to play on a Monday. So you're playing at Douglas on Monday. On Tuesday, you play at Marana.
Yeah.
Next Thursday is your final regular season home match against Buena. What day are you targeting to come back? What are you hoping to play on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday?
I'm targeting to play back on Thursday.
Okay, so a week from today.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the latest.
Does that mean that you would have to get some practice time in, or can you just come back and your first action is a match?
No, I have to do a couple more training sessions with Kyle Bowen.
Right.
And then I have some more non-contact practices I have to go through.
Oh, Ethan.
So there's a clear from Haley Harris, and she tried to launch it and just send it down the other end. But you see the Nighthawk player, Gracie Reynolds, who just sends it back in. So, I mean, you have a break here of a couple of seconds.
Lex just pulled.
Oh, there's a yellow card.
Yeah.
So
Lex,
I saw the grab,
Yeah, Maddie.
Maddie White's grabs.
right? So no.
Lex
Lux
pulled-
Butler got the
Lex
yellow
pulled
card there.
Maddie.
She grabbed her by,
Classic.
was it the arm that she
Yes.
grabbed onto? Is that worthy of a yellow card?
Yes.
Okay. Because we've seen more physical action
Classic.
out there.
Classic Lux.
But there's a classic Lux. There's a yellow card on Lux.
When I played her,
Lux
she
Butler.
she pulled my jersey and she ripped my stitching, and I was pissed.
Oh my gosh, I would be too.
Yeah, I pulled her hair.
A lot of mountain challenging here, but some cool defense again from Gracie Reynolds, one of the captains. But she has really shown here tonight her poise defensively.
Yeah, she's a strong defender and she's fast. And really consistent.
And aware and poised,
Yeah.
right? All those things you want to see in a defender. All right, I'm checking my Swatch watch here. So it's 7:30, and there are 8 minutes and 40 seconds left on the game clock here. As soon as this match is over, I'm dashing to Sunnyside High School. I've made up my mind. I want to watch boys basketball. Little piece of boys basketball tonight. Big match or big game here.
How many minutes do you think you'll be able to watch?
The latest I've arrived at a basketball game was with 6:11 on the clock, and that was last Wednesday when our boys came back from 20 to beat Sabino on a last-second shot
Oh,
from
I saw
Jose
the video of
Santiago.
That was crazy.
You saw the highlights from that?
That was crazy.
Nice.
That was. He was like midair. shooting
Right.
That
Wasn't
was
sure what he's
insane.
going to do, and
He
he
just
just
shot
pulled
it.
up and shot it, and I had a great angle, and I was like, oh, that's going in. It just drained it. And I took off. I ran out of the gym with my jacket, dashed to my car, and sped on Mary. Actually, I drove slowly on Mary in Cleveland. But up to that point, I was going fast.
Okay. Sure, you went.
Yes.
The speed
Yeah. Always. Usually. Most of the time. Sometimes. when I can. It's always safely, always focus on driving. Here's Sadie Guzman with a shot. And maybe a little bit from 40 yards, right? Not able to put as much velocity on that one. Ilana Melton was hovering. Haley Harris hovering. Savannah Schaffner all lurking there inside the box, hoping for a deflection, a loose ball, and a finish. 7 minutes on the clock here. Oh, there's some speed from the Nighthawks. Mia Welch applying pressure. She's a junior.
Nope, it left. Did you see the owl fly away?
I did not.
Dang it.
They're stealthy. We know owls are stealthy. I think that owls have flown over me here on campus like late at night. Like if I come back from like a Phoenix playoff match or something like that, I felt wings and wind whisk over my head from like a couple of feet. So
Probably
I know,
trying to pick your beanie up.
I don't know, but it scared me. The later I get here, the more paranoid I get. So anytime after midnight, I had to get in my car and get off campus because my mind plays tricks on me, right? I start worrying about ghosts and zombies and dangerous people lurking in the neighborhood, like very
People
irrational
lurking
fears.
Is realistic.
But mostly
ghosts-
zombies.
Zombies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows?
There's not even like a cemetery
I know.
near
And they're not
here.
real. I know. They're not real.
They
so
could be. You would never know.
I don't
You
know.
never know what's real.
I don't know. Well, so Kopak is real. Nice challenge there. And Sadie's real with a slide tackle there to clear that one out. Kovaks are making runs here on this near sideline. And here's a throw in from Nikki Sukil. And we have a whistle here. Is that a bad throw in?
Bella's throwing up her arms because she thought she was going to get a call because Courtney was being a little bit physical.
Oh, see, you're noticing these little things like I'm just following the
No,
ball.
I
So
told
I missed a lot.
Courtney to stay on Bella.
I missed a lot of stuff there. And Mia Torres with a little bit of a shove there, or a little bit of a
Yeah.
jostle against Twyla Himmel. But the ref had his back to the action, so I suppose you can get away with some things
Yeah, for sure.
depending where you are on the field. Mackenzie Johnson. And Claire Merrigan sends it here for Ironwood Ridge. So 4:25 on the clock now, and the clock definitely becoming a factor. At what point do you just kind of go for broke here and say, we're just going to go full on attack? Oh, there's a
Uh-oh.
nasty slide tackle.
Mia.
And no call on that. All ball. Oh, there's a yellow. So there's a late yellow. So, and that's against Mia Burros. She's a senior, number 6. So there's a second yellow card here.
On Ironwood. And it was also on Mia Torres. So Mia Torres was the one that fell. So Mia and Mia.
Sadie from distance trying to serve it here, hoping for a flick or deflection. And now here's Bella Santovica making a solo
her
run
speed.
here. 3 defenders between her and the goal. Little stutter step. Lost the ball there. And cleared out by a cat. 3:30 on the clock.
At 2 minutes, I have to go back down there so I can help Tony with balls and carrying all of the equipment.
That is fine.
Okay.
You have your manager responsibilities.
Yes.
Morgan, I want to thank you again for joining us on this broadcast here on Bobcat TV and providing your commentary. We certainly appreciate it.
Anytime. I can't wait for state games. I'm really excited.
Right? Like those are the big ones. So me too. I'm looking forward to the playoffs here. And hoping that our girls get in. I would love to see them play a home match. Ideally, that would be great.
Me too.
But they're
I
on
don't
the
like staying out late.
they're on the
so.
cusp, right? They're at the 9 seed right now. They might benefit. Certainly, a win tonight would help them tremendously.
Yeah, for sure.
If they're able
especially since Ironwood is so highly ranked.
Right, and if they're able to find an equalizer here and tie this up somehow, a draw would be helpful. And I think even a loss here tonight could benefit them in power points because the Nighthawks are so highly ranked. They have a strong strength of schedule. The Bobcats have a slightly stronger strength of schedule coming into today's match. So,
yeah.
And 3 winnable matches for the Cats, right? Douglas, Marana, and Buena next Thursday, all winnable. So if they can run the table here and try to solidify their seeding here in the 5A state tournament. 2:10 on the clock left in the match. Nighthawks up 1-0. Morgan's out. Talia, you're in.
Oh, wait, why is she out?
She has to do her managing duties.
Shouldn't I be doing that?
Then why don't you come do it? Are you coming?
You're out too.
Have Carter do it.
All right.
Whose phone?
Carter Mortensen is stepping in here. Yeah, you got the mic. And then you want to pull this, Carter, like kind of like right here, so we can hear what's going on.
Is that good right here?
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right,
You
cool.
you can pull it a little bit closer, maybe.
All right. Well, I don't know any of the girls' names
Oh, there you go.
other than the girls on our team.
That's okay. You guys have insight here from watching this match, right? And you're talking about like no time to hold on to the ball. Like when the Cats have possession, they have to have a quick pass or a string of passes ready to go here. As Bella Santovica challenging the defense again.
Yeah.
It's been a theme here tonight. And the Cats just trying to hold on here.
Trying not to let up another goal.
Tremendous pressure applied by Ironwood Ridge, the Nighthawks, all night long.
The Bobcats' defense has not been too shabby.
Defense has been great. The Cats' defense has been solid here tonight. The trick or the difficulty was in trying to find attack, right? We're down to 45 seconds here. And there's absolutely no sense of urgency here on this throw-in from Nikki Sukal, the senior.
Yeah, they're really milking the clock right here.
Kid sister Kelly, the keeper tonight, not really challenged. She had a couple of shots.
Oh, they called that out of bounds.
But right to her. And 28 seconds, 25 seconds now. As we see looks like a slight reset of the clock here. So the clock... Well, this is crazy. So the clock, the scoreboard clock is going haywire.
Whoa.
So that's unfortunate. The officials down on the field are keeping time officially.
They'll probably blow it pretty quickly here.
Yep, 5 seconds here and counting. So that's going to do it here in this match here tonight as the horn sounds. So we were warned about the scoreboard coming into the match tonight, and it didn't show itself until the last 25 seconds. So it did the best that it could. And we're putting it, Mimi, it's time to go to sleep, scoreboard. You need extra rest.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get a doctor to come visit you and see what's going on so we can get you fixed up here. But Ironwood Ridge, dominant performance here tonight. The Cats certainly game here on senior night. The effort was maximum the whole match through, but they could never really string together the passes that they needed to get some sort of consistent attack here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Talia not being there out with the injuries, killer.
That's a big loss, right?
Yeah.
Like it's something that I don't think I focus on enough during this broadcast, but certainly Talia is an integral part of the puzzle here for the Cats. A defensive player who is superb, but also a player that makes transitions into offense. So when she comes back and she's targeting next Thursday here against Buena, that she can get back out here, make an impact, and help that offense to start clicking again, right? And you got to give a lot of credit to Ironwood Ridge. So well coached under Sean Watkins. They improved to 16-3-2. The Bobcats here, a great performance. Certainly should be proud of their effort here. They fall to 8-4-1. So Tony Torres in year one, he's got the Cats playing at a very high level here, but you can see the truly elite competition. South Point Catholic comes to mind. Ironwood Ridge now, seeing them play in person, comes to mind. They're on a slightly different level. You've got to be nearly perfect.
You got to play your best game against them, truly.
The passing has to be pinpoint accurate.
Yeah.
So, all right. Carter, any last thoughts?
No, not really.
Tyler, do you any chime in here with anything?
No, sir.
You're all good to go? It's good to see you boys drive safely tonight.
You as well.
I want to thank Josh Kramer and Bobcat TV for producing this broadcast tonight on a chilly Thursday evening. And I know we've got boys basketball on Tuesday. The Cats will return home to take on Nogales. That'll be a great matchup. Nogales is an excellent boys basketball team, well coached. And we'll be back on Bobcat TV soon. So for the whole crew, Morgan Campbell, Talia Williamson, Carter Mortensen, and Tyler Porter, I'm Jason Miller. I want to say thank you and good night. Sorry, Porter. It's like...